The auto turn is pretty simple. It's basically just two plates and a spring, and these plates have teeth in them that hold it up against these outer plates. This part here drives it, makes it turn, and when you want to go and make a turn, it just loosens up like so. It's very simple, nothing to go wrong with it. And as you can see, over the last winter, there really hasn't been anything wrong with it. So that's all it is. Yeah, and this is the bottom of the snowblower. I took the transmission cover plate off so you can see what it looks like inside. These tires are nice and tall, plenty of traction. As you can see, there's plenty of depth to them. Ariens uses you split the snowblower to change the belts. That's what this rod is here. The snowblower housing fits onto this rod, makes it easy. It's a key kind of to make it easy to take on and take off. This is the transmission on the Ariens Platinum 30 SHO snowblower. I have not run this snowblower yet, and I just want to give you a chance to take a look at the inside of the transmission. Always have guys asking about it. Show you what's all involved with one, or in this case, how simple it is. This wheel here is called your friction drive. This spins, or this plate here spins at the engine RPM, and then this moves back and forth to give you your speeds and your reverse. This plate down here, that's the two pulley system for the blower and the augers. Over here, that's your auto turn. As you can see, there's one, looks like a number 40 chain, a sprocket, and one gear on a shaft. And that's really all there is to this whole system. It's really, really simple. It's smooth, and as you can see here over the cars, it's just not making any noise at all. When you go to engage the friction wheel, you pull down on the handle, this plate comes up, which gives you the grip on the wheel, which makes the whole unit turn. I did want to show you how quiet the auto turn is. Some guys, if you read some of the reviews from last year, they thought it made noise. I didn't have that problem on mine, unless the engine was turned off. Then you can hear a little clicking. And you can hear a little clicking, but that's how the system works. Very simple, very easy to use. You can see me spinning a tire. When you want to, oops, sorry about that. And when you go to use it, this is doing the driving. So if you hold one wheel, it will loosen up and spin the other way. So, and you can zero turn with it, as you can see me doing right there, or forward, backwards. It's a very, very simple system. You're not going to find anything else that uses the friction drive that has any fewer components to it. All the components are rugged. You can see by my fingers. Big drive wheel, heavy duty. It's going to hold up. It's going to last. One little feature that nobody shows you, and you don't find it on very many snowblowers, is these two little holes right down here on the bottom. Those are drain holes, so when you're done blowing snow, the water will melt and run out those holes instead of freezing up your impeller. And you freeze up your impeller, you break your belts next time you go to try and use it. So this is one of those little features that you'll find on an Ariens that you don't find on a lot of the rest of the machines. A few other things that you're going to find on an Ariens that you don't normally find on other ones. The wheel axle shafts are keyed, so if you ever pull a wheel, make sure you don't lose your key. 3-point bearing mounts, cast bearing mounts. These are cast and then machined, so everything fits perfectly. Ball bearings, sealed ball bearings here. Keeper on the shaft, keep it from rotating. And that's a dowel pin, so if it ever breaks, it's real easy to replace. Cables. Nice thing about the cables is they're cast ends, so they don't break. And if you notice, this is a nice big size hole, so it's going to wear really well. Also, there's a keeper on the spring. There's that little tie wrap on there, keeps the spring from popping loose. It's real easy, real simple little thing that just really makes the machine last. You don't ever have any problems. Go over here and look at the bottom of the carburetor. You can see the primer bulb, nice hose, drain for your carburetor bowl, so you don't have to take it all apart to clean it in the springtime if you want. Big huge keys, real easy to deal with gloved hands. Now let's walk around and take a look at a few other things. That's the clip for the wheel. Can you see that down there? That's a grease Zerk. You never have to open up the transmission to lubricate everything. Just put a couple shots of grease in there once a year. It's all taken care of. Forged lever and a threaded end to it. So that's about 3/8 inch rod, so it's really heavy. Same here, cast, machined hole to it. Everything is nice and solid. Now let's walk around. Since we got it upside down, let's look at some other things you normally don't look at. Here's the handles. Carriage bolt with a plastic piece to hold the carriage bolt straight, a washer, lock washer, and a locking nut. No, that's, sorry. Yeah, there's a lock washer in there. So 2 levels of protection from it vibrating out. All the nuts are cap nuts with the washers built right into them all the way through. As you can see, I'm going to leave my hand up here. All the metal is nice and heavy. Again, the end of the cable is a cast cable. Spring clips here. Really easy to repair if you need to, but strong. Heavy duty springs hold everything together. Wiring for the heated hand grips on this SHO are plugged. You can plug them in and out. If you break one, something like that happens. Real simple to replace. And let's walk around here. On-off switch is an industrial quality on-off switch for the hand warmers. You never have to worry about that. And let's move around here a little bit. This is the single-handed control cams, and I focused a little bit off there so that you can run the machine with one hand. Again, here's the 4-way chute. It's real simple, real easy to use. I can't turn it now because I got the machine tipped upside down. Does that give you an idea what we got going? See, I haven't even taken the manuals off of this one yet, so there's that new throttle control. It's enough for this one.